In September of 1939, Hitler reveals his larger ambitions for European domination with his infamous blitzkrieg against Poland. The surprise attack shatters any promises of peace he has made with England and France.
On September 3rd, 1939, the day Britain declared war on Germany, Roosevelt gave a fireside chat from the White House that Sunday evening.
Until 4:30 o'clock this morning, I had hoped against hope that some miracle would prevent a devastating war in Europe. We are forced to realize that every battle that is fought does affect the American future.
Roosevelt knew that he may have to help if Britain was going to survive and also if Hitler was going to be stopped from dominating the rest of the world.
On September 11th, just days after England and France declare war on Germany, Roosevelt reaches out to then Lord of the Admiralty Winston Churchill with a simple letter. I shall at all times welcome it if you will keep in touch personally with anything you want me to know about.
Churchill, as he put it, responded with alacrity, which is a polite way of saying he wrote back as fast as he possibly could. Churchill always believed that ultimately victory depended on America, on the New World.
It is the start of a correspondence between the two men that will amount to almost 2,000 exchanges, ending only with President Roosevelt's death in 1945. Roosevelt knows he must find a way to help the British, or America could be the only nation left to stop Hitler from dominating the world.
So long as war exists on earth, there will be some danger, even to the nation that most ardently desires peace.
This nation will remain a neutral nation, but I cannot ask that every American remain neutral in thought as well.
What Roosevelt had to do was educate, but not, as Eleanor once put it, get too far ahead of his followers.
Roosevelt was trying to convey a pretty complex idea, which was, number one, I hate war and I will try to keep us out of war, but number two, the best way to do that is to build our defense.
I am asking the Congress to levy sufficient additional taxes to meet the emergency spending for national defense.
Roosevelt's tax increase is hugely unpopular, but he believes it is critical to prepare America's defense industry for the war he sees as inevitable. Though most of America still considers Hitler to be Europe's problem, there are signs that the Führer's reach has extended across the Atlantic. In February of 1939, thousands of Nazi sympathizers had gathered at a rally in Madison Square Garden, and reports are now growing of Nazi spies operating on American soil.
Now listen to a word from Mr. Hoover, chief of the G-men.
The recent landing of saboteurs from Nazi submarines sounded a new alert for all Americans. They were apprehended before they could carry out their plans of destruction.